Welcome, my friends, to the West Real Estate Program. People say to me, Peter, what do you know about real estate? And I say nothing, nothing at all. That's why I'm hosting the program, so I can learn a little about real estate. Today, I'm in Guildford. I'm on the way to Midland, because I'm going to see my friends there at West Coast Hifi. What do I know about hi-fi equipment? Nothing. That's why I'm going there. And here's what the rest of the team are up to this week.
Feel like adding your own personal flair to your next new house? Well, today I visit Redink Homes, who believe it's your home, it's your choice.
And I discover the secret to making a kitchen that's not only beautiful, but functions seamlessly as well.
Thank you, team. Now here's Dan, and he's at $1 Million Makeovers. Oh, come on, Dan. You don't need another one. You look great, brother.
A few weeks ago, while I was doing a little homework on this next story, I stumbled across something that I found remarkably inspiring. In fact, don't let me lead you astray. It wasn't so much a something, it was a very passionate someone. Now, she's a fast-rising identity in the Perth community, and she's a household name in the world of home renovations. And the organisation that she represents has a title that leaves, well, nothing to the imagination. It's $1 Million Makeovers. Got all caught up in that, sorry. Her name, you already know. It's Sasha de Breton. Now, let's say good day. Sasha, so good to meet you. Now, $1 Million Makeovers, is that how much it costs?
No, Dan, it's not how much it costs, but that's how it looks at the end of the renovation.
Oh, of course.
We do renovations from $100,000 right up to over the $1 million plus, so we cover the whole market.
Okay, so it's not just for the ultra wealthy, you actually cover the whole spectrum.
That's right.
Yeah, right. So what exactly do you do?
We do fast, high quality renovations and extensions in record time frames.
So, say for an average reno, how long would it take?
Well, an average reno of a cosmetic nature is 4 weeks, but we do extensions and additions in 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so this is one that you've done for a client. It's absolutely beautiful. It's an older house that looks really warm and lived in.
That's right.
And it's only been, what, a few weeks ago it was done?
Yes, just a couple of months this place was finished, and it was an 8-week renovation inside and out.
Love to see it through. Can you show me around?
Sure, let's take a look.
Now, Sasha's certainly not afraid of tackling the top end of the scale when it comes to clients. I thought this recently renovated home here in Mosman Park would be the perfect example of her work. Actually, who am I kidding? This isn't a home, this is a palace. This is such a beautiful house, and I mean, bay views as well. It's such a great position, and this is where it all began, these photos here. I mean, just alone downstairs, what have you done? What changes have you made?
We took 7 structural walls out from here because the kitchen was actually placed in the middle of the house, so you couldn't see the view at all. So I've done a lot of structural work to open up the view and maximise the potential of this home and the layout.
Oh, it's made such a difference too, and I guess you think about the play of light as well. This is north facing, so to allow some light in through the kitchen must add a huge amount of...
That's right, and the kitchen's now nice and large, open plan living. I've created another bedroom behind. The whole floor plan before didn't really work and it was very boxed in, so I've really changed the layout for lifestyle living.
Great one for entertaining, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is amazing. You can really see the changes of how it would have been before. I mean, how much control, I guess, does the client end up with at the end of the day?
Well, the client can have full control, so if they've got ideas, I can bring that to fruition for them. However, if they want me to take the whole reign, they can go on a holiday and come back and I'll create their dream home and they don't have to lift a finger.
Use your expertise.
Absolutely.
Right now, you're probably thinking, I'd like to know more. Well, that's one thing I can help with. Go to milliondollarmakeovers.com.au. You know, I really enjoy finding people like Sasha out there. I mean, after all, it's that kind of expertise, that kind of passion that has the ability to create simply breathtaking results.
I'm at West Coast Hifi. I'm going to talk to a guy called Drew later on. Can't wait. Thank you, Dan, for that story, by the way. And after the break, Dan's back again with Scott Park from Redink Homes. Great people. Oh, this is working. Oh, this is working. Welcome back. Noise cancelling headphones, unbelievable. Now here's Dan with Scotty Park from Redink Homes. It's quite hard to do this for a long time.
Traditionally, if you made changes to a house plan, you did it in red ink. Now these days, however, it's rare to find a builder who will allow it. For them, it's much easier to build off the basic plans, so they either refuse, or as you might already know, they'll charge the earth. Well, all is not lost. The custom is still very much alive, and for one open-minded builder, it's actually the core from which their business gravitates. Time has come to meet Redink Homes. These guys herald a new era in flexibility. Perth luminary Scott Park is the man behind the company, and as I lead into a quick chat with the man, I'm excited to say I'll cover 3 of his creations over the next few minutes. To begin, the Victoria. So Scott, we're standing out front of Victoria. This is one of the home designs from Redink. What's inside here, mate?
Well, this is another one of our Redink displays. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. But with Redink, what we encourage people to do is look at our floor plans, but change them, do whatever they want with them. And that's where the concept of the name Redink comes in to the play, where we grab a red pen and the floor plan and just start marking it up to suit whatever you want to do in your home.
So custom design.
Custom design.
Beautiful. They say it's all about first impressions, and I must add there's a combination of things going on here that have worked their magic on me. What I most like is the brilliant use of drop ceilings and recessed walls that have been creatively added to avoid any room appearing too square. It's almost random in here. It's totally my cup of tea. Now that's exactly the trick they've used with this little creation too. This home is called the Geneva. Now this drop bulkhead over the kitchen and breakfast bar, I don't know, it kind of has a real presence here and it completes that contemporary feel. I'm a big fan of the island bench too. There's the usual oversized master bedroom and ensuite that almost seem commonplace with a Redink design. Continue down the hallway and the first thing that grabs your attention is the wonderful use of angles that help avoid any area appear too square. Now this is exactly the kind of house where you would expect to find a home theatre, but I'm a little bit surprised to learn they haven't actually included one. Nah, I'm just kidding. Comes with a fully fitted storeroom and a lighting trough. Check that out. But for the more practical amongst us who simply don't need all that fuss, this little beauty should float your boat. It's called the Beaufort, and it's everything a growing family needs to live in comfort and complement our Mediterranean climate. The theatre still features, as does the alfresco and the roomy master suite. Being a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, you may think that Redink have intentionally created this one to cater for families who simply need comfort. They're not after extravagance. You might be right, but consider this. Because this is a Redink home, you have the freedom to make rooms as big as you like, or even go as far as adding a whole new room. The sky's the limit. We tend not to mention prices too often on the show, the exception being when they are truly unbelievable, and in this case they are. They start from under $150,000, and from there it's entirely up to you. It's your home, it's your choice. If you'd like to know more, go to the westrealestateprogram.com.au and you can follow the links.
Thank you, Dan the man. Thank you, Scott. Now, you know I know very little about real estate. I know even less about hi-fi equipment, sound equipment, audio-visual, but not to say I don't love it with a passion, because, you know, I'm a guy, I've got a massive screen at home, but I get someone else to do it for me. I'm at West Coast Hifi, geniuses at this sort of gear. I'm going to talk to Drew and find out about giant home theatres. Rock on, people. The Drew man.
Hey, Pete, how are you?
Oh, great, I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, anytime.
Oh, look at this. Now, this is a home entertainment system, isn't it?
This is where you start from, actually.
Is this a base level?
This is what we generally do on a day-to-day basis.
Get out of here, that's massive. So is that it's like a plasma? What is that?
No, this is actually a projection screen.
Oh, you'd have to have a dark room, wouldn't you?
You actually don't need to have a dark room anymore. We retrofit these into living rooms, lounge areas, the whole lot.
What sort of package is that? What comes with that package?
This package is the whole system. You get amplifier, you get your Blu-ray player, we can actually put other equipment on that you already have. We take care of all the cabling, we install the whole lot, and right down to the universal remote at the end so that you're not stuck having to use 13 different remotes. It all comes down to one for you.
Love that. Say if I was building a home, would I contact you like I would contact the plumber or the electrician?
Get in as early as possible. If you can get in at pre-start, that's the best time to get in, because then we can actually put all the cabling in the right spot for you. We can liaise with your builder, sort out all the legwork that you don't really want to do when you're building a house.
Love it, brother. And is this it's like the best, Dan? Is it like the best thing you can look at?
Nah, you can do pretty much whatever you want. This is the more common ones that we do, where you get a 5.1 theater system, your amplifier, you can run DVDs, you can play PlayStation, you can play Wii, the whole lot, but you can do a lot more than that.
Show me a swing one.
Let's have a look.
Top end, top end. Oh yeah, Drew, man, this is it. This is stepping it up a couple of notches.
This is what you do. You tell us how big you want it and we just do it for you.
I love it, and it's just so clean. Where are the speakers?
All the speakers are behind the screen in this one. There's actually holes in this screen so you don't see anything. All your sound comes out. It's like the movies, but you don't see any of the equipment.
I love it. I'm coming back here again. I want more West Coast Hi-Fi, brother.
You let me know when, Pete.
I will. Now here is Lisa and Dan with Thrifty.
A couple of weeks ago, I was on this very show chatting to you about legends in the car rental business, Thrifty. The topic was DIY moving. We discovered by hiring one of their vans or utilities, it was cheaper than a removalist, gave you flexibility and meant things got there in one piece. But something I simply couldn't get my head around was a comment that one of their staff made, and that is that these automatic trucks can be driven by just about anyone. They're that user-friendly. Now this, I seriously doubt. So, just quietly, I'm going to put Lisa to the test. Lisa, how are
Hey
you?
Dan, good.
Bit of a bloke's world really, isn't it? Not your cup of tea?
Here we go. I see your jokes haven't got any better. Now, I don't know what you've been telling our viewers, but if you've got a minute, I'm going to borrow them because there's something over here I think they might like. Now, while Dan's been chatting, I've been filling the truck with gear, and I want to point out a tool that's making the job so much easier. Have a look at this marvellous little creation. It's called a hydraulic furniture lift, and it's quickly becoming my best friend. Check this out. Button for up, button for down, hop on for the ride. And with the packing, don't think you need to go all Tetris with it. Just fill the floor until you're happy. It's far better to do several smaller loads than try to stack to the roof.
Poor girl. She's obviously struggling over there. I'm so sorry to put you through that. I feel terrible. Are you okay?
You're an idiot.
They might say all you need is a car licence, but I'm no fool. Yep, as I thought. Can't handle it. For more info, go to the westrealestateprogram.com.au and follow the links.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Dan. After the break, Lisa will be back at the kitchen factory. That'll be good. If you need me, I'll be here. Oh, welcome back. Lisa is going to the kitchen factory. Hope she hasn't already done it. She hasn't? Good. Huh.
Not only is the kitchen a place for cooking, it's also one of the main social spaces within our home. So whether you're renovating an old one or building a new one, you want perfection, and your kitchen designer holds the key. With over 30 years' experience in the industry, owners of the original kitchen factory, Sue Jensen and Wayne Pavey, don't just make kitchens, they understand kitchens. They perfected the art of designing kitchens that not only look great, but function effortlessly and suit the style of the home. Their designs are ergonomically calculated to suit you, rather than working around a standard modular system. If you want a modern kitchen, they can build it. If you want a contemporary kitchen, they can build it. If you want purple doors with pink spots, they might try to talk you out of it. But if it's really what you want, they can build that too. Although the kitchen designer is the leading creative force in kitchen refurbishments, the success of their designs depends on the team working with them. The Kitchen Factory coordinates the project from start to finish, using quality tradesmen who have been working with them for years and really understand kitchen installation. Now, this is one of the most recent kitchens you've renovated and it looks fantastic. So what does the process involve when the client first contacts you?
Well, we offer a fantastic service where we'll go out to a client's home, we'll take measurements, we look at the building options, we discuss styles, colours, appliances, and then we go off and we do up a quotation, drawings and CADs, which are absolutely fabulous because they show a client exactly what they're going to be getting, and that's all presented back to them.
And Wayne, what was the brief for this particular kitchen?
Brief was from the customer to get rid of a 70s, 80s style kitchen laminate and go to an American provincial style, and the owner had some definite ideas about that. So we helped her with selection of appliances to go in with that style, and then we designed a kitchen based around the appliances such as canopies.
Another project the Kitchen Factory has recently finished is the McColl's house in Hillary's. Having bought the house for its location, Tony and Lee realised it needed some pretty major changes to make the house work for them as a family. One of the biggest of those changes being the kitchen. Lee, this is a beautiful kitchen. You must be really happy with it.
I am, couldn't be happier.
And how was the whole process for you?
Oh, it just went so well. I mean, it's a renovation and you expect things are going to be difficult, but in actual fact it wasn't. I had complete trust in Sue and I had trust in everyone that worked for the kitchen factory, and everything just went well. Nothing was too much trouble. If they could see something that needed changing, they'd ask me and then they'd do it. So yeah, the whole process just went really well.
Great. The Kitchen Factory are located upstairs at Home Base Centre in Subiaco, and they have a great website where you can view their impressive kitchens and download their design checklist, which details everything you need to consider when planning and designing your kitchen.
Thank you, Lisa. Check out my 46 subwoofer. I'm going to put that in my Hyundai XL. You can come cruising with me if you want. After the break, I'm catching up with John Perkin down here again. I love John. He's going to love my subwoofer. Welcome back. And now here's Haley with our friends from Thrifty.
If you're thinking about cleaning up around the house, renovating or even moving this spring, don't get caught out, think Thrifty. Because Thrifty have a range of rental vehicles to suit your needs, with a massive selection of utes and vans you can drive on a regular car licence. Thrifty really does offer you great value. Plus, if you're an RAC member, you'll enjoy an exclusive discount. So if you're going to do it yourself this spring, make sure you're thinking Thrifty.
I'm with one of my besties in the real estate game here in WA, and it's John Perkin from Realmark. John, great to see you again.
Likewise, Peter.
2 weeks in a row, brother.
That's great, isn't it?
How exciting is this? Now, little hypothetical for you.
Sure.
I buy a property, and I look in the contract, and I find out that I need a settlement agent.
Right.
What is their deal? What do they do?
Okay, well, the settlement agent is the conveyancer. The conveyancer picks up the contract for where the real estate agent lives off. So the real estate agent brings the buyers and the seller together, does the contract, and now the contract goes to the conveyancer to do all the paperwork to effect the transfer of ownership.
So it's more like the legal process, if you
Absolutely.
like. Okay, great. Can I get a lawyer to do that, though?
Sure, the conveyancer could be yourself, a settlement agent, or a solicitor. So any one of those can do that for you. Most people use a settlement agency in WA.
And do I take the recommendation of the real estate agent for the settlement agent? Do they recommend people for me, or do I have a look around? What do I do?
Well, we advocate that you have a different settlement agent for both sides of the contract, one for the buyer, one for the seller.
Right.
It's fine to take a recommendation from a real estate agent because that's their field. Yep. But personally, I would always recommend you do your own homework. You know, go online, have a look around, interview a couple of conveyancers, and choose the right one for you.
Is it a cheaper option to use a settlement agent, or is a solicitor the same price, or is there?
Look, a lot of solicitors do settlements, and a lot of their fees are very competitive. So no, I wouldn't assume that a solicitor is more expensive than a settlement agent. It just is more common practice for people to go to a settlement agent.
You're a great man, John. You just know the biz. And if I want to find out more, what do I do? What do I do?
Or you can go to our website, realmark.com.au, and I'm sure there's somebody there that can help you.
I spend a lot of time there, John. Thank
Great
you so
website.
much.
Thank
I know
you.
it is. I know it is. Stop saying it to me.
Now, we already know that Clear Shield screens are manufactured around the world, which includes all of Australia. Their innovative technology means they can design their rather elegant, almost transparent screens out of one complete piece of perforated stainless steel. The beauty of this, there's no ugly crossbars. But I still want to know more. So Peter, you're the manager here at St Louis. When you replace or upgrade the villas, you actually choose Clear Shield screens to protect your residents, don't you?
We do. We found that Clear Shield is a market leader, and so we've gone along with them. Security is very important for our village people here, and the aesthetics also very important too, Dan.
Steve, last week you had me whacking this product with a tyre lever.
Sure did.
What's this?
Well, that's a Clear Shield product. There's a potato.
Thank you.
This is a woven-wire product. I want you to put your potato on the product, rub as hard as you can. Bit of a difference?
There's no mess at all?
Exactly, exactly. So if you imagine that skin for an older person, it could shred. Now I'm going to try and clean it. I'm going to have to go and get a tap.
Yeah, that's not coming out at all, is it?
No, mate.
I know what you're thinking. Where's that been all my life? The finish is that smooth, these screens couldn't bruise a banana. This isn't just a story about strength and smoothness. Now, this is a product that's been tested and approved for bushfire applications, and it's used in cyclone shelters too. And let's not forget the reason why they suit the Aussie environment the most. They keep the insects on the right side of the wall, even the tiniest. But after all that talk about quality, you know what? The thing that originally caught my eye was simply the way they look. These things are remarkably stylish. If you'd like to know more about this wonderful product, go to westrealestate.com.au and follow the links.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, team. I thought I might end the program today in the George Negus position. Works great, doesn't it? If you'd like to find out about anything you've seen in today's show, go to the website, westrealestateprogram.com. Everything's there. There's links to everything, old episodes, everything. All our sponsors, our friends are all there. I hope you enjoyed the program. I did. I'll see you next week.
And that's a wrap.